Start with the word problems based on money. How? Let's see. Simple. Sum number 3, sub question 3, the sum is the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Find the cost of each bat and ball. Don't try to understand initially anything. Read the last statement. Ask yourself, what are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find the cost of each bat and each ball. Two unknowns, find the cost of each bat and each ball. How do we start? Let the cost of one bat be rupees X and one ball be rupees Y. As usual, two unknowns, assume one of the unknown as X and the other unknown as Y. As simple as that, right? Now, according to the first condition, what does the first condition says? The coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. What is the cost of one bat? X rupees. So what would be the cost of 7 bats? 7x rupees. Similarly, the cost of one ball is Y, so 6 balls will be 6Y. And the total cost is given as 3,800 as highlighted over there. So what should be the first equation? 7x plus 6y is equal to 3,800. Let this be equation number 1. As simple as that. Let's see the second condition. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Same logic, 3 bats will be 3x, right? 5 balls will be 5y. Total is 1,750. Let this be equation number 2. Now solve it by any method of your choice. When you solve by either by substitution method or elimination method, because the name of the method is not mentioned, you will get x is equal to 500. Then you substitute x is equal to 500 in second equation because that looks simple. You get y is equal to 50. X is 500, y is equal to 50. Don't forget to write the final answer that cost of one bat is rupees 500 and one ball is rupees 50. Now let us start with exercise 3.1, sum number 2. The coach of cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,900. Later she buys another bat and 2 more balls for rupees 1,300. Represent algebraically and graphically. The sum looks quite similar to the previous sum, just that the last statement is different. Represent algebraically and graphically. What does that mean? Let's see. Let's start like what we did in the previous sum. Let the cost of one bat be rupees X and one ball be rupees Y, right? The logic remains the same, the concept remains the same. According to the first condition, the coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,900. Same concept, cost of one bat rupees X, so cost of 3 bats rupees 3x. Similarly, cost of 6 balls rupees 6y. Absolutely similar concept. So what do we get? 3x plus 6y is equal to 3,900. We can simplify it by dividing throughout by 3. We get x plus 2y is equal to 1,300. Let this be equation number 1. Now let's see what happens. Something very, very interesting. According to the second condition, she buys another bat and 2 more balls for rupees 1,300. 1 bat, 2 balls for rupees 1,300. So what should be the equation? 1 bat, so x, 2 balls, so 2y is equal to 1,300. Equation number 2. Look at both the equations. Both the equations are absolutely the same. Consistency. Remember, what happens when both the equations are same? Infinite solutions, overlapping lines, right? Let's see how to present it now. Now the question is represent algebraically and graphically. Now what does that mean? When they say represent algebraically and graphically, means you are not supposed to solve the equations. No need to solve the equation. You just need to represent algebraically and graphically. To represent algebraically means just to form equations and leave it there. That these are the 2 equations that we are getting. Now let's represent graphically by drawing the graph. How to draw the graph? Our old method of drawing the graph. What we used to do? Write the equation and form a table. What will that table contain? X, Y, X, Y, right? Now assume x as 0, you will get the value of y. So when x is 0, 2y is equal to 1300, so y is equal to 650. You get 0, 650, a point to be plotted on the graph paper. Then you assume y as 0, you get x is equal to 1300, you get 1300, 0, a point to be plotted on the graph paper. Then take the second equation, which is exactly the same, so you can actually copy the same table. No difference at all, absolutely no difference at all, right? And as far as the graph is concerned, this time you can't draw the lines, the axis in the middle because the numbers are huge, 650 and 1300. So you need to take the scale very, very properly. The scale that we have taken here is, on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 200 rupees, why rupees? Because they are talking about the amount, right? And y is 1 centimeter is equal to 50 rupees. We have just marked it 2 centimeter as 100 on the y-axis, but it is 1 centimeter is equal to 50. It's one and the same, 2 centimeter 100 or 1 centimeter 50. And on the x-axis, it is very clearly 1 centimeter is equal to 200, right? I mean, the points are exactly the same. You can just plot 2 points, 0, 650, which will be on the y-axis, and 1300, 0, which will be on the x-axis. It is same for the other. You just join them. You join the other also. The lines are overlapping. You just represent it this way, and the sum is over. As simple as that. This is how we represent algebraically and graphically.